All right, guys, let's start today with, we'll start with the action drill. Remember, we're going to start both knees on the inside, kick one leg through, heel up on the hip while you're switching your grip to that leg. Elevate your hips, pull yourself up with your heel on the hip. Block with the inside leg, bring the other leg inside. As you switch sides, grab the other ankle. Remember, keep your toes on the outside. Really pinch your knees. And pinch your knee to your heel. Back in. Side. Back and forth. Partner up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Taking you. How are you?
Good. Back. Go first. Need a phone?
What's that?
Need a phone?
Yeah, I bought a dang stopwatch. I have no idea where I put it. All right, begin.
Don't let both of us go back except one knee and get ours reset.
We got it. Just watch the rocking. When you're rocking, you're getting both knees behind them.
Face I haven't seen in a while. What's up, buddy?
All right, stop. Switch, top, bottom.
2 minutes. You being nice to us today?
All right, I'm being nice. Go. You did it twice yesterday. You're gonna do it 3 times today.
Woo! Great. That's what we get for speaking up.
Watch getting both legs behind when you're doing the transition. So, is that when you're transitioning, block this knee with this, yeah, when you're coming back this way. So block that knee, then pull that in, then kick that through. Time. Alright, we're not gonna go. Just go. Alright, so today we're gonna go over the dog bar. It's done from the over-under pass. So there's a couple ways that you can get into the over-under pass. We were talking if they're in some sort of open configuration, they got their butterflies going, hand fighting, doing whatever we're doing here. Pop up, get this foot up. You can stuff to one foot, shuffle to the side, dive in. This hand's gonna go tight around the hamstring. This arm's gonna come tight here. The reason I'm showing this with the knee in is this is gonna be your worst case. If you can come down and just settle into getting an over-under with the leg between your legs, that's ideal. But if you get it where it's jammed up, you want our shoulder in the diaphragm. You want to be up on your toes, driving in. We're going to be shifting to the side so that this knee slides through. When we push that knee, we're going to come to the middle. And traditionally is just hook behind and slide up. So the other way that I find the entry is more common is off of a failed hip pin pass. So we're out here, I'm pushing, or whatever happens, I can't get this through, so he's hooking my leg. So instead, I'm gonna dive, again, shoulder into the diaphragm, tight around the, underneath their hamstring. We're gonna pinch our legs together. Get an angle on this, put your head to the mat. It keeps them from turning their hips on you. And when we come over here, you can either go outside leg creating this figure four, or the inside leg creating the figure four. There's a couple different advantages to both. For this, we're actually gonna go with the inside leg. And when we're up, you've got your 1 foot posted, your other leg behind in the figure four. We're just going to drop our hips and start splaying your knees out to lower your, to drive your hips into. I don't want to do it. If you get down low, it creates the pressure. You want your hips to be driving into the knee to create that. So again, failed hip pin.
Just walk around here so you can see inside.
I run around this side. All right, so we're gonna go from failed hip pin. We're gonna get, okay, we're gonna go drop it back. Hip pin, we're coming out. He's gonna hook my leg. So shoulder goes straight into the diaphragm. Hook your arm under, keep it up on your shoulder. You don't want it to get low. So you want it up here. When we're coming into the middle, post your head on the mat, come over, set up the loose figure four, and then drop your weight by spreading your legs, your knees out. Got it?
You're centering up just to flatten the hips back out.
Sorry?
You're centering back up just to flatten the hips out.
Yeah.
And it straightens the leg up.
Straight as that leg.
Right, so you
Right
So
here,
your
my
knee's
leg is
gonna be
bent.
sideways. Alright, everyone got it?
The figure four, where is a good position? Is there a way to know that you're in the right spot with that?
Well, I typically have to drop myself back because I need to get my shoulder up here, but I got teeny tiny T-Lex legs. So I can't get there most of the time. I actually need to do it, and while I'm sliding back, I'm gonna be lowering my hips so that you can see my hips are up above by his thigh, by his hips. So when I start coming down, I need to bring myself back to get underneath.
So I have a question of where you're at their leg. You want your pelvis on top of the knee. And I like crossing my leg underneath there. So once we get to here, pelvis to knee, and I'm crossing ankle to ankle. So I'm down below. I'm lowering and I'm sort of better. What we do with Mark is that bad knee. I'm ankle to ankle and my pelvis down his knee. Exactly.
All right, partner up. 1, 2, 3.
That's good. So the hip handle is no. A little bit on the inside. Yeah. So you're gonna be hand on the knee. Hand on the knee. Sorry. Good pass. Yeah, and so you're gonna be off to the side a little bit there. When you start coming in, he's gonna hook. He's gonna hook that. That means it's kind of failed. So now
Once you stretch your
this
one leg
shoulder
out to try to stop it,
into
you're hooking my
this arm.
that prevents me from passing. I want to know.
Pinch your knees together. Pinch them together. No. But yeah. And then you're going to be bringing them back to the middle. Just walk your knees so that you're straight. And you want to get your head off on your back, right there. So you got this pressure on that. So now you're going to do a light figure four under here. And you're going to start spreading your knees slowly. And that's going to drop your hip into the knee.
Hand to the hip. Into the knee. As you walk down, connect the mat.
Just go back and forth, do 2 and 2 or 3 and 3.
Now walk to your right, just walk. Keep lift those knees and walk. Now cross your inside leg, your right leg behind your left your left ankle, and then start to drive your hips in your knee. And spread your knees out. Spread both knees out. You're right like that. A little high on my thigh. I'm gonna feel you up here, but it's still at work. Let me down just a little on you. I'd take my head off. Oh yeah. Yep. Bend your knees. Tripod up. Walk to your right. Keep the pressure. Now do go way forward. Work.
You had the best. That was the best pressure because it was right. It was right in there. Yeah. You weren't giving me. And that's what I was trying to say. Make sure you kind of get me for where you're at. I'm trying to figure out where my hip bone is in relation to his knee, so that you can kind of get that. Measure out.
So you need to get on this side.
Yeah, I like
Between your legs. And he's got that knee shield in there. You need to bring him to the outside. Shove that through. Yeah. Now you go like that. And then now cross the inside.
I'm gonna pass it otherwise. Tough. You need to get on the head to ground. Okay. See that? Because I'm trying to keep you from like cross facing me and pushing my head. If you're just pushing me in your hip as opposed to got my head up, you really crank down.
That's one of the things I didn't mention it is imperative that we're keeping this leg, even if it's stuffed up and you got this,
question.
This is just as far away down as you're also like
Trying. I mean, he's just gonna turn it into that. So if you get this, you need to clear the knee first.
I started too high on that one. I had to adjust down, but I felt like it was hitting me. It was actually hitting me all. Good.
So it's funny as though because Bernardo was camp and he's like, hey guys, there's like 1 to 2% of the population this doesn't work on. And he's like, he brings out a guy he's not 1 of 1%. But yeah, he's like, some people have really big knees and he's like, you just won't get it. So good job. Yeah, this is
I've been trying to do slots.
I'm sure he'll do.
Not really there.
Like that gives you more.
You don't adjust like that. Got some soft tissue there. I didn't realize where it is.
Right here. Your drivers down the mat. Nope, not one of them. I did. I dropped my leg.
That's the outside leg? Yeah. We're going to do the inside leg. Yeah.
Alright guys. Let's bring it in.
Want to point out a couple things that I missed to mention before. So, one thing that we're going to be doing through all of this is anytime we're going in this over-under position, you have to realize how close you are to getting triangle. It's always a major threat. So there's the Kimura on this side that you got to watch out for because he can just instantly grab that. You got to have your hand tight, wrapped down. I like to just snake my arms down the entire leg when I'm doing it. Grab it down low like that. But if this leg ever comes out for a second, you're screwed. So really important to pay attention to this leg and where you're going. things when you're coming into the, when you're bringing it back to do the actual pass, go past center and really drive this the leg onto the mat, and then you can start setting up. Start with your ankle crossing at their ankle.
Very good.
Slide back.
That slide down is pretty.
Yeah, it's just what I have to do because I can never get down to where they're at. I feel like if I'm doing the top part correct, I can't be engaged with the bottom leg. But if I'm really focused on this, then if I'm starting out down here, you know, I'm not putting any pressure on Jeff at all. My head's back, I'm not doing anything, and he can do the push his head to the other side, and then he totally lost. So one of the other things I saw was the reason why we're doing the inside leg instead of the outside leg is one of the main defenses to anyone trying to do this is definitely hit and turn. So, okay, we can't get the dog bar here, but he gave us the pass. So, it works also, but right now we're just actually going for the submission. So, start. So, let's do it a couple more times, and then we'll do a variation of this. Little tweak that Bernardo just said. So, alright, 2, 3.
Make sure you're right. Looking.
Yeah. So then, yeah, and the reason is when you're
So I am turning you. Make it stay flat back there. So I want to fly your back. You don't want to fly your back. So you were going to try to mostly go to right here. I'm trying to.
yeah, so here's one of the other things that I always got to do. Driving too low, you don't get the pressure you get if you have your mass level and in your shoulder. Where's your pressure? Oh yeah. You're gonna get more like that. You're 100%. Like, the number of times. Yeah. Yeah. So you definitely want to keep everything wrapped tight.
We were just talking about the ankle and must be violent. So should we hook him up?
Yeah, because when if you're looking down there too much, you're not going to keep the pressure on top. And that's the real thing. It's so important in a good shoulder to here, just where you've got that lock. And pressure down safe. Yeah, everyone does. And it's just one of those things that even if you think that you can, they can turn their hip real back. So,
doesn't matter. Not reaching.
Going to the dog bar. Going to the dog bar, and then they just turn their hip and I just pass it. Yeah, I'm like, just work real hard. Yeah, that makes sense. You are. Yeah. You kind of are. So, you're kind of skewed.
You stretch that leg. I like this way to force me to extend and get right here. Like, yeah. My leg. Yeah, get you right there some more.
Well, and it's also one that when we're doing this nice and slow, it gives you the first reminds after the other options. And first one is like
Slow the bit down. Here, if you move this way,
At least I get a little bit lighter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I felt like I'm coming up with my angle, like probably.
all right, guys, let's bring it in again. Okay, so this is one that Bernardo Faria, 8-time world champion, this is like his move, and the statistic was something like 16 or 17 of his last 25 matches he won with this dog bar, so it really works. One thing he was pointing out is that when we're doing it, we're getting really nice to our partners. That's one reason why I would always turn it into the pass by using my outside leg, because I knew I didn't ever want to actually go for the submission inside, dropping your hips and pop someone's knee on accident. So I noticed that when I was doing it, most of the time they turn to their hip and just give you that pass, and I take it back. But Bernardo has been showing this for the last, I don't know, how 15 years or whatever, and he's won all these tournaments with it. And just at one of his last seminars, a purple belt showed him a variation that he hadn't seen before. So he's like, hey, this is fantastic. So the variation we got here, come through, stick pin, come here. This time, when we're locking up our figure 4, we're actually going to wait.
it's on the spot.
I know, I'm on the spot. Okay, so this foot, this foot. This is where maybe I shouldn't show the variation. I haven't done it. Is when
We're all learning today.
so. Yeah, I can't get. We're gonna edit this out of the today's. I just can't get it with.
What's the intent? Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday we'll go over. The intent is this leg is going to come. Yeah, this one. So it goes over here. Here we go. Thank you. So the intent is with our knee on the inside, we're coming in. We're going to do a tighter figure 4 on this one instead of keeping it loose and we're splaying out.
So the top side lockdown.
So now it's like a top side lockdown. We're gonna lock this foot in place. So now we're just going to do the same hip in, but we've got our foot laced over here and we're locking their leg in place.
Keeps their hip more stabilized from being able to rotate, basically, right?
Yeah, the way I'm seeing this is it locks that leg in place, and I don't know what you end up doing once someone gets that reverse lockdown on you. You're in some trouble. typically with the lockdown, we're doing pushing back, we're using our other leg to do something. Well, this is completely taking that out of the game. And then if he ends up pushing me back, I still have this. So if he's pushing me back, I still have this. And it's not the same get on the hill. So why don't we try that a couple times? Just see if you can get into the position. Yeah.
Everyone come around here. Side. Actually, come to this side. See, we do this week.
So
Side right over there.
So we get this one. The inside knee or inside leg is the one underneath. This is gonna come. So that was my issue before, was we were always keeping it underneath the leg. Now we're gonna go over the top of the leg, and we're just gonna lock this in. Use your toes to flare the foot out, and now his leg is it's isolated there. So he can be doing whatever he wants up here, but I just need to drop my hip. And you got it locked in. Okay? Move up. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, that's right.
I think you gotta go, you gotta figure forward, and then, there you go, and then get on top of it. This foot's gotta go on top of me. Try it. Oh.
Right foot should go on top of my shin. Your right foot should go on top of my shin. On top, yes, not below. You were below.
Underneath, you're gonna go
Put your
underneath.
left foot behind your calf like you had it. You have to put your right
Go
foot on top.
underneath this one.
That's below, on top.
Are you sit back? Yeah, now?
Yep.
So if you need to, do this. Find his knee.
See your little high.
Whoa.
That's like, it was nice.
It's one of those, it's one of those that it takes a little bit. That's why I was one time. I was going on. It's not.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like hard to
Yeah. That's where focus on the hip on the knee. Find that knee.
So what do you got? What do you got?
Oh, okay. That, yeah, because I was trying to go up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I started to do at first too, because I had my legs there, and I was like, "Wait a second, I'm supposed to come over here." I'm like, "What the hell am I doing wrong?" That's right. You got to make it get to the outside so that you can hook that. And you can use your foot to pull against their their actual foot. Right now you're on the ankle. If you go down to the foot,
Stop at like 6 or 7.
All right, guys, let's bring it in. Finish up your last rep. All right, we're gonna do some situational. Grab a drink. We'll roll on. Yeah.
They're starting to scrutinize. They want 1,000 or 1,500 or and also they're starting to scrutinize over.
All right, so start in over under and see if you can get that pass, get the legs from it. Otherwise, reset. We're just gonna go round back and forth with that first, okay?
Do you want us to switch or?
Yes, switch when you get a submission or that pass from there.
Guys, the dog bar can come on really fast, so be careful not to hurt your buddy. Don't just drop your hips down heavily because it can hurt somebody.
and then they'll show it.
didn't have that. That's the first set. So this is.
But I am giving you the pass though, so.
Shin staple and pass, Evan. At that point, shin staple and pass. Yep. Like with your right leg, I would windshield wiper back and shin staple. Or with your left leg, either one's fine.
Right leg.
Shin staple is top leg.
No, go back to
Shin staple is top leg. Usually left
one
foot.
between your-
Yeah, or that one. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Now pass to the back. Good.
So,
You get pin his top knee with your hand too. So shin staple with the leg, pin the top leg with your hand, and walk to the back.
Can you do this with a side?
You can, but it's tough. Yeah.
Because I'm like,
And the outside is better than the inside. Like that's a better option than reverse.
I can feel it kind of tight, but I don't feel like I can't tell if I'm in any danger or not.
There's definitely some danger there. Alright, this round go from open guard. Start with open guard. Have one person down. Understand? Switch partners, like hands
they
go.
do something, they do something like that.
I'll switch around.
You're not gonna get this hard, but you're gonna be able to.
Let's go guys, switch partners, slap hands and go. It is Wednesday, so leg locks only. Aww.
That's good.
Octopus guard.
Special needs.
Put your knee down, your right knee down. You're missing something. I don't know. I don't know what you're missing.
That's what it looks like when I do it. I swear I got all parts there. And then...
You're right, yeah.
Back seven crossface, Alex. Shin staple and back step. But never mind.
Off balance.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Switch partners. Start from anything, whatever you guys want. Let him go.
How are you? Chris.
Don't want to swap it up. Okay, sure. All right. They just went.
Alex, that's not leg lock. No, sorry. Wrong, you savage. Jim going for Kimuras and Austin with mountain triangles.
And an arm triangle, I see over there. Legs are back hard.
Legs are below the waist, guys.
Gotta try the Kimura and at least get the stop.
I ignore 50% of the body.
That's a fight. I was pissed off. I just got it in there. I'm like, God, I want it in there.
pressure to have on you?
I could have gone for a while. I got a little bit for a straight ankle. I have a decent amount of flexibility.
I could too. I just like I don't trust it.
Yeah.
There's a little bit like it's fine, but it can get all uncomfortable real fast. I kind of had double trouble there for a second. I couldn't reach that bottom leg.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure.
I was trying to get a knee bar, and I couldn't get between your legs. And then when you kick back, you kind of gave it to me, but I couldn't get control. Because when you inverted, you kind of split your legs. I was able to get my knee in there.
It's like with this rule set, it's like just kind of throw like tradition out and
Yeah.
just like do stuff.
I couldn't finish this.
Yeah.
Look, it's again, I keep getting pressure on it. Unless I just.
All right, switch partners. Last round.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
That's what he said. In one of the responses. I'll meet her.
Was it getting tight? I couldn't tell. I looked at Jeff and he looked back at me and looked down at you because I kind of had, I think I've got it, but I can't be 100% sure. I'm just kind of sitting there like this. You good? Okay. Well, you got stuck where you couldn't really roll anything. You kind of had to go flat here. Couldn't pop over it. You go.
They're like, hey guys, good news. Yeah, we got so you're in the 21st, and then they go, would it be okay with you guys if we did it on Thursday? Yeah, yes, that'll be before our next payment on the house.
Nice swap. Eyesight goes out. I went great for it. That was really good recognition because I wasn't ready for it. You realize you grabbed my bottom leg, then you immediately transitioned to one that was available because this one was underneath and I was like blocking it back, and you just swapped over. That was awesome. I wasn't expecting to be as quick.
had it, I'm like, what was in the ground?
Yeah.
I didn't have it, hadn't had the heel out yet, but you were just so stuck there. Because I think like you on your toes. It's been hard to get it out. Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, it's not. It's like right here, and when you see it on the dummy, it's a big thick muscle that runs right here. And it's like, looks like this. Because you got your that, but all right, guys, line up.
Okay, Kevin?
I don't know how I couldn't get it. My knee was a little funky. Nothing, I mean, no specific.
Yeah.
All right, who hit the dog bar? Who tried for the dog bar? I was gonna say I saw everybody. All right, Jeff, got anything? All right, class, everyone, pile up.
Where'd you go, Ryan? You're gonna shake my hand. You gotta turn around and shake the black belt's hand. And I'm not used to people following me. Anytime someone follows you.
I was like, I'm not
you
used to
gotta-
anyone following me.